All right, everybody, it's time for some more deck of panning. Okay, so this is going to be my April update. I am going to warn you now, you have seen this before. I am jumping all over with filming. Yes, it is a brain fog day. I don't know exactly what's going to come out of my mouth. That is not something that you should be surprised by in any way, shape, or form. So, I add... Exactly. I am doing this a few days early. Not a huge amount early, but a few days early, simply because I've got some stuff coming up later in the month where I'm going to have some stuff pre-filmed. And this is one of those things where I knew that even though I'm probably filming 4 days earlier than normal, I figured you'd cut me a little slack. Okay, so before I get into the craziness that is my project, please remember, do all the things for me. If you like panning content, if you like Crazy Train, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, ring the notification bell, leave me a comment, do all the things. You know what they are. All right, now we've done enough of these. We are far enough into this that this should not be the first video you're seeing. I am definitely probably not the first panner you're seeing doing this project or game or whatever. This is an Emily and Max thing. You know what this is. If you don't, I have a playlist of these, and I do explain this, and I've got Emily linked so you can watch her intro. I'm not functional enough to actually coherently tell you what this is all about. And like I said, you've probably heard it before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in, hopefully with some level of intelligence, coherence, common sense. Who knows? Who knows what I'm going to do today? I have no idea. But here's what we got going on. So from January, I still have this Bye Bye Under Eye Illumination, which we basically know is a concealer. This has been in since January. I hate it. I really, truly am hate painting this thing, and I am doing the best that I can. I actually have a mark. I lost some notes, so I don't know what the weight was before, but I did weigh it today, and it's 10.2 grams. I mean, so this is getting down there. I keep it in one of my cute little rollers. So that's why it's all curled. But I mean, you can see I literally am using all of this. The only way that I can use this is mixing it in with a primer and putting it on as part of my priming step. I can't wait till this is gone. And I'm not gonna stress myself out about cutting it open or doing any of those things. I just want to get this out of my collection. So we're still working on it. It's staying in. All right, then the next thing, because I apparently lost my mind at some point, I went with, okay, so I didn't tell you, that is from January Jack of Hearts Collection Roulette. That's how I got it. The next thing, when I did my update and intro video, when I first introduced this, I had a 9 of Clubs, which is a long haul, and I ended up with my Super Group, my tinted. And since the last update, I have used this 12 times. It went from 64.7 to 59.8 grams. It's going to be in here for the whole project. I mean, it's going to take me a while to get through this. Because of this being tinted, I don't use as much as I do with my regular plain sunscreen, but I do wear sunscreen every day that I put on makeup, simply because I also use a vitamin C. And now today is worse than normal. If you've seen my other videos, you know why. But I am very pale. So sunscreen is a must. I don't understand how people don't understand that you can use sunscreen in the winter too. The reflection off of the snow can give me a sunburn. I can get sunburned sitting in a car for 45 minutes driving somewhere. I really burn that easily. I cannot push sunscreen on you guys enough. I have a history of skin cancer in my family. My grandfather actually had multiple surgeries, had part of his nose removed. I mean, sunscreen is important. If you learn nothing else, if I never say anything else that actually strikes a chord, which there's a good chance I won't, use sunscreen. Use it every day. I don't even care if you're not leaving the house. Just get in the habit of using it so that when you do leave the house, you already have it on. And remember, you do need to reapply it too. It won't hold up forever. And that's my PSA for the day. Anyway, so this is going to be in here forever. Sometimes I switch and use the regular. Sometimes I use this. Obviously, I've used this 12 times. It's a stay-in and will be here forever. All right, then my next brilliant move was I had gotten a 6 of diamonds, which was an eyeshadow, and I grabbed this Avon Mauve. And I decided to be all smart and put it into pan it. I don't know who I thought I was when I decided to do this, but here's what we got. We were at 16.2 grams in March. We are now at 15.9. I have used this 16 times. There's a dip. Can you see how much of a dip? I mean, I'm not drilling into one spot. And I'm going to throw a picture in right now. That's hopefully a better view of this so that you can all see what that dip is looking like. Because, I mean, we're making significant usage, even though, because I'm using it as a setting. I am using it to set my eyeshadow primer. I probably shouldn't have tried to do this. It's okay. It's okay. We'll make it through. The struggle is real, but we'll get there, you guys. Stick with me. Probably fasten your seatbelts on the train because I am so left of the dial today, you guys. Oh my God. Anyway. All right. So then I had a third draw from February. Jeez, I don't know what day it is even or what month. I had gotten Balancing Act before, and it's supposed to be, the prompt is something that gives you too little or too much. So I had done that. So when I got Balancing Act again because of the randomization, I put in a toner because that literally balances my skin. And I had this Lancome Tonic Comfort? I don't speak French. Anyway, I had my Lancome toner. So when I started, I was here. Then the update, I was here. And now I'm down to here. But, like I said, I do have a few more days. I use this twice a day. This thing is so close to being done. And then when the 20th, and you're seeing this, actually hits, I'm going to have maybe some drops left. So I rolled a card. I didn't roll a card. I drew a card for this prompt because this one is going to, I'm counting this as almost being empty. You're going to see it in my next month's empty videos because this is part of my routine. It's not like I'm going to stop using it. It's going to get finished either way. But I wanted to have more cards because that's the fun of this project. Okay. I'm done yelling at you now, I think. Maybe not. So anyway, the other thing, okay. So last month, for March, I had one card that I got to draw. And I ended up with 8 of clubs. I don't know what the deal was with me with either getting the same prompt or the same card for the beginning of this project. But what it was a fragrance. And we all know I'm working through my Scentbirds. I had the Versace Dylan Blue. It's on the screen because I cannot pronounce it correctly. I don't know why I have so many things with French words. I never took French. I cannot speak it. Anyway, I guaranteed you this one would be done. It's done. It's empty. Here. So this started here. This one was actually a rather full one for these. And it is gone. So that's 2 rollouts. Now, with my incredible talent and skills, you know that I cannot draw while actually filming myself. So here's the picture. Okie dokie. So, April's update. Did I have that card already? Okay, no, I didn't. I thought I had another duplicate card. This time I got 3 of diamonds and 9 of spades. 3 of diamonds is a backup or a duplicate. Now, for me, that's a gimme because I have duplicate products because I have 2 locations that I live in. So I dug deep. I dug through a drawer and realized that I actually have 2 of Mary Kay's Frosted Rose. And if you are looking at this silver tube, you know how old this is. It is not, it's a little bit waxy, so this is gonna turn. This is gonna go bad. It doesn't smell like a rancid crayon, but it's starting to smell waxy. But look at how little's left of this, you guys. There's nothing here. And I have a second one of these, and I think it's in a newer, it's a newer package, which means that it would have been created more recently than this one. But I mean, obviously I love this. So I'm going to put this into finish, okay? That's what I'm trying to say here. really roundabout, but since I have another one of these and I love this, I've almost used it up anyway, I'm going to try and finish this off. This is lipstick month. If you've seen my What's on Deck, you know that I am just going bananas with all these lipsticks. This one is not something I haven't used, obviously, but I still need to get some lipsticks out of my life. And I need to use everything to see what I do and don't like. This I know I love. It's probably going to tug a bit. I'm going to use as much as I can. If it actually goes rancid, I'll let you know at the next update. But I'm hoping that I can get enough use in it where, and I'm not going to dig it out or anything. Okay, I've got a backup. It's going bad. There's no point. I feel like I'm yelling at you guys. Do you feel like I'm yelling at you guys? I'm not. I'm just really wound today. I don't know why. Probably because nothing in my head is working right, so I'm just tight as a spring. Anyway, so for my 9 of Spades, this I loved. I didn't realize this was part of the board, but it's change suit. So that means I went from a spade and I could pick any of the other 3 suits. So I looked around and I thought, okay, well, I don't want to do body care. Now, by the time this goes up, you're going to have seen that I'm doing my 50 Shades project. And you have, if you've watched that video, know that I have 7,000 products in it for body care. Slight exaggeration, but honestly, doesn't feel like it. So I went for nostalgic, which was the 9 of Diamonds prompt. And I pulled in another lipstick. I pulled in another Mary Kay lipstick. If you've seen my other videos, okay, Pan of Green Gables will explain the Mary Kay thing to you. Now this one is, for me, this is a classic. This is Shell. This is a newer packaging, does not smell like wax. This one is a dang near brand new too. I probably used this a couple times. The reason this is nostalgic for me is this was literally my everyday shade for I'm not sure how many years. I only, at one point, despite the insanity that is my world now, even though I sold Mary Kay, I really only had about 5 lipsticks. I wore this every single day. I sold it, and I still wore the same lipstick color every day. I had a red. I had a really pretty light pink. I had this, and I had like maybe 1 or 2 other special things that had come out. Who am I? I love color. At that point, I was working 70 hours a week. I was working 1, 2, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, something like that. I don't remember. Either 3 or 4. And I literally was running from one to the next, not even going home in between. And there was one day of the week that I literally did all 3. So I went from 7 in the morning. I started work at 7. So I was up before that, ready, had to drive or get to a ride to work. And my day ended at 1:30 the next morning. I didn't really do a whole lot with the makeup. I was just lucky if I could make it to work the next day by 7. So it was down and dirty, quick, easy, same thing every day, didn't change, just slap it on and get out the door because I didn't have time to think. I really didn't. It was a crazy period in my life. So the eyeshadow was the same, the lipstick was the same, everything was the same, and this was my go-to. This is a neutral color, goes cool, warm, goes whatever, worked with anything that I did. So I have this in here. What did I do with this? I want to do this 20 uses. So I'm not going to try and finish this. I'm not that nuts. But I want to do 20 uses, and I'm guessing that's probably going to take me a couple, if not 3 months, because I am working through all of the other lipsticks. So what I did is I tried to draw. That's what's left of my Frosted Rose, and there's my brand new shell. And I'm going to keep track of them. Normally I would take a picture and put it up on the screen, and I think I tried, but the picture didn't turn out really well either. So I'm guessing that this is going to be good enough. You know I put everything on note cards. So that's what I'm going to do. I will track uses, and I will also track progress on my little note card so that we have updates. That's it. I'm done. I got nothing. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Please remember to do all the things for me. You know what all the things are. Everything will be in the description box. Thank you for taking the time to go on this trip with the crazy train. I appreciate all of you. I hope you are having a fantastic day. And until next time, see ya. Bye.